Guys, the crypto market is looking super long-term bullish right here. I've got the Bitcoin price right behind me. And what I want to do in this very special video is I want to talk to you guys about strategy in the crypto market. So what is my personal strategy coming up? What do I think is going to happen? How are we going to play this in the crypto market? And different streams to make money. So we're going to be talking about diversity in this video, different strategies. They're all going to be way different. And you're going to need different skill levels to complete different types of strategies. So hopefully this video gives anyone who's kind of new to crypto, or even if you're very advanced at crypto, you're going to be able to hopefully get some value out of this. So if you guys enjoy this type of content, make sure to like, make sure to leave a comment down below. What is going to be your strategy in the crypto market once this market flips super bullish potentially? Because look, I've seen the writing on the wall. Michael Saylor's calling for like $1 million Bitcoin. There's been calls for $130,000 Bitcoin. So it could be very soon before the crypto market explodes. That's what I want to see. No guarantees, of course, but you know, I'm prepared and I want to share with you guys my strategies in this video. And before we get into it as well, if you guys are interested in one strategy that we'll talk about in today's video, which is going to be trading in the crypto market short term, make sure to go check out our channel partner right here, BuyDeFi, very nice crypto exchange. This is where I've been doing some nice crypto trades recently. And you can unlock some big bonuses right there in the description of this video. Use that link, supports the channel. And that can also get you the VIP access into the Discord as well, where we are doing some trading as well. So I have been sharing some of my active leverage trades, my active crypto trades in the crypto market with our big blue chips just recently. So if you want to use that, you can do a 2-for-1, get the bonuses on the crypto exchange. And if you want to join the community, you can also do that. Link will be in the description of this video. And we've been crushing some trades just recently, which has been always good. It's always good to make money in the crypto market. And guys, having said that, let's get into this important video. So, you know, crypto market's heating up, Bitcoin's going up, a lot of prices of crypto, they're creeping back up. So one of the best things, if you're new to crypto in particular, you know, you don't know what you're doing, just say, you know, you're not really good at doing trades on Uniswap and PancakeSwap and, you know, going in for low caps and things like that. One of the best strategies you can do in the crypto market is just your classic buy and hold. So if you actually study the Bitcoin price right here, or you take a very nice look over on, you know, TradingView, you know, those people who literally just dollar cost averaged into like good quality blue chips like Bitcoin, you know, they're just crushing it. They're literally crushing it in terms of price. I think they're sitting at probably record bag numbers in terms of the value of their Bitcoin holdings. And this has been a true strategy. So it's just the classic buy plus a hold. But the key here is, you know, you're buying blue chips and you're holding blue chips basically in the crypto market. So one blue chip you can buy and hold that I do think is good. And again, nothing in this video is going to be financial advice. So make sure to go off, do your own research and make your own decisions. But, you know, Bitcoin is a good one, right? So the world, there is a fever for Bitcoin in the USA. Michael Saylor is a big Bitcoin whale. He continues to buy up Bitcoin. That's great. So that's going to push up the price potentially. That's where we potentially might get our record highs coming in for Bitcoin over the long term. And, you know, I won't be surprised, you know, one day if we do see $1 million Bitcoin. So look, $1 million Bitcoin from where we are right now, you know, one thing in crypto you have to be looking out for is how much money you're putting into the crypto market and how much money is that worth? Because at the end of the day, look, people are here to, you know, pay off mortgages. They've got to pay for expenses in real life. You got to buy assets. I know some people want to just hold crypto forever, but, you know, it is good to trade it for things you find valuable in life as well. So, you know, it might free you from some type of debt, or it might free you, might get you a nice car. You got to figure out your strategy, what you want out of this market. So that is important. But, you know, your buy and hold strategy can definitely pay dividends over the long term. So that's going to be crypto number one as a bit of a strategy right there. So you can buy and hold Bitcoin, bit of an obvious strategy, but, you know, I think a lot of people overlook this. And it's a very good crypto strategy for someone who's not very good at crypto. So again, you don't have to do the next two strategies we talk about because so the skill required for this is low. Okay, so we're going to reveal that as crypto number one. Another crypto as a bit of a strategy to hold for the long term. You guys know we do plenty of updates about this one. This is a fan favorite right here on the channel, guys. Is going to be no other than the big boss himself, Pepe. Why do we like Pepe? Pepe tends to run really hard during bull runs. So look, if you've been an OG fan of this channel, you know, we found Pepe $30 million in market cap. It's sitting at 5.3 billion right now. So that's more than 100x, but The bulls love this crypto. Whales love this crypto. The trading volume is very high. And I think, you know, once Bitcoin starts to run, a lot of the money goes into Pepe as like the hype meme coin, right? So it's going to be one of the blue chips. And the surprising thing about this is it's below 2 other meme coins in the crypto market, but I think it has potential to flip them. So I see Pepe as like a blue chip growth meme coin, right? So it still has plenty of upside once this bull run hits. So that's going to be crypto number 2 to buy and hold, and you don't really have to do anything besides, you know, buying and holding that. Crypto number 3 to potentially buy and hold is going to be tied into Pepe. Look, it's going to be a classic Ethereum right now. So there's a lot of hype going into Ethereum. BlackRock's been buying up Ethereum. Let's reveal this right on here on the chart. So again, this is going to be another one to potentially buy and hold over the long term. So you look at Ethereum, $2,800. And, you know, this potentially has power to run. So in the past bull runs, it actually got a lot higher, right? So it actually got up to, what's the price? You know, nearly $5,000. So Ethereum could do plenty of multiples, especially if Bitcoin is going to $1 million. Bitcoin goes to $250,000. You know, you're looking at like a $10,000 Ethereum price. And there's a lot of conviction in the Ethereum price, right? There's a lot of conviction in this chart. It's looking pretty explosive right there. So Ethereum's another nice one. And I want to put in the radar XRP as well. So XRP is going to be, you know, a high reward crypto that I do think people should consider, you know, having in their portfolio, because there's a few really bullish factors going for XRP. Number one, I would say community interest is king in crypto. XRP, say what you may about it, the power of the community is crazy strong. So it's got a crazy strong community. I'm always bullish on those types of crypto projects because a lot of the time, look, you break down the fundamentals of Bitcoin. A lot of people don't realize this. They think it's all about the tech. It's not about the tech, guys. It's about the power of community, because people psychologically believe in these things. It's group psychology, and it gives it value, right? So it's like a psychological asset to some degree, and there is technology behind it as well, for sure. And you know, there is problems in the world with governments spending of money and things like that. But one key thing you're gonna find in all these cryptos, guys, community is king. And with the blue chips, you're kind of buying into an already established community. We'll talk about the low caps, why they're more risky coming up in the future. But with these blue chips, you're buying into a pre-existing community that's already achieved like $1 billion market cap, right? So it's proven, and you know, the signals also say that, you know, it's going to be there for time. So they're the safest ones to hold. But XRP also has the power to potentially, you know, this is what Brad's talking about, central banks, you know, partnering up with the Federal Reserve, the European central banks. That's going to be the important stuff for XRP, and I consider it more of a business cryptocurrency. So I see it as a business crypto. If it gets adoption, if it actually gets utilized by banks and bought up on the market, that's going to be the stuff that sends XRP very high in terms of price. And again, skill required for any of these cryptos is going to be low. So you just buy them and you just hold them. That's all you got to do. All right, next strategy we're going to talk about, guys, low caps in the crypto market. So don't be fooled by low caps. Even though they're low in market cap, low in price, low in value, you do have to have skill to understand how these things work. And you know, we cover lots of pre-sales right here on the channel. One thing I would say as a strategy, if you're going in for a pre-sale, like what I do, always be there for launch, right? Not everyone's there for launch. See what the crypto does in the first, you know, 5, 10, 15, you know, hour. And if it moves, you know, I would potentially take some profits in that. So that's what I potentially do. Again, I'm trying to mitigate my risk, and then I hold a bag over the long term to see if we get some really big upside. And the thing about the low caps, guys, is because, you know, you're buying into cryptos that are very low in market cap. So once upon a time, Pepe was $30 million, which, you know, is kind of low cap, but it wasn't super low cap. So it wasn't $1 million in terms of low cap. But if you go from like 30 to like 1 billion, that's a lot of X's. So that's what you got to factor in for low caps. And they are potentially cryptos that could run crazy, but you have to also be thinking about your strategy. You have to be monitoring the Telegram. You got to be, you know, looking at the X posts. Are they active on, you know, Twitter? Are they building out a real community? That's going to be the important stuff for these types of cryptos. And look, taking profits is also going to be an important thing in these types of projects as well. So the risk with low caps is they fizzle out. So a lot of them, They can surge onto the crypto market. So the price chart, for example, can go something like this to kick off with. So really high, you know, lots of hype. And then over time, you know, it might fizzle out, right? So it might be the opposite of, say, like Bitcoin, right? So it fizzles out over the long term. This is the risk with low caps, right? So keeping the spice alive, keeping the energy alive, it's one of the hardest things to do in the crypto market. I'm just being completely honest with you guys, but it can happen, right? So some of these cryptos can become magical. They can do 100x, they can do 1000x, and people can retire off these things. So it's probably, I would say, low caps are the most exciting area of the crypto market, but you definitely want to know what you're doing in those types of cryptos. You know, your classic buy and hold of blue chips is probably an easier strategy right there. So that's going to be, you know, something important to watch out for. And look, we've had some recent winners on the channel. Let's just shout out a couple right here. We had, I think this one, Gas Pass, did pretty well. It's still, look, super early, but I think we checked it out. Maybe it was like $1 million. I can't exactly recall what the price, what the market cap was, but it's run to like 12 million. So that's pretty good. You can see the number up the top. That's about a 12x. Not bad, right, in the crypto market, or whatever we checked it out at. I'm not sure. Another one we checked out, I'm pretty sure this was less than $1 million, and this one ran. It's still a very early crypto as well. Looking at the market cap numbers for this one, let's switch it over here. Look, O'Malley, sub 1 million. And, you know, it ran all the way up to 6 million. That's a 6x. That's not bad. But there's also going to be other cryptos that don't have good starts like these cryptos. So I'm highlighting some winners, but also I want to be upfront with the risk with you guys on the channel, because I want to give you guys the full picture. Some of the cryptos might not do that, right? So they might just, you know, disappear. It's a high risk market. You have to know what you're doing. And that's why you kind of split out your allocation in terms of capital. So you have some money going to blue chips. You have, you know, a portion of your risk going into low caps. So you got, you know, money you can afford to lose and things like that. So you're not, you know, losing sleep over these things. But that's one area in the crypto market you can make money. But you definitely want to be as educated as you can, monitor them closely, you know, take some profits and things like that. And that's strategy number 2. That's going to be high level of skill required. And strategy number 3, guys, let's talk about this one. This is a fresh one I'm actively doing in the crypto market. It's going to be trading in the crypto market. So this is also pretty fun to do. So trading with crypto exchanges using leverage, okay, to capture some upside. Again, this is going to be a very, you know, I'd say high skill area of the crypto market. You have to know what you're doing. A lot of people lose money when they go into leverage trading. And I think honestly, it's because they don't understand what they're doing, right? So again, crypto is a market where, you know, if you're ignorant and you don't have the skills to understand what you're getting into, you can lose a lot of money very quickly, right? It's very quick to lose money. That's why you should be looking at different strategies that limit your risk, right? Limit your downside. So you don't want to be like some of these other traders. And some of the big whales, you know, they become whales getting lucky, and then they go back to being in the trenches. They lose their money as well. So, you know, reducing risk, and you can make smart strategies. So I'm using Bitify for these crypto trades at the moment. And, you know, personally, what am I looking for? I'm looking for bullish windows in the crypto market and trading them. So when I saw, you know, PEPE and actually Ethereum and Bitcoin start to pump really high, I put in a leverage trade going long, you know, 3x on PEPE, 5x on Bitcoin, captured some really nice short-term momentum, and rode some of that in the crypto market. And look, my trading strategy isn't to hold the crypto trades over a long period of time. So you have to remember there is also funding fees you got to pay for. So typically speaking, in the crypto market, you can you make sure you have your stop losses in place, using the appropriate amount of leverage, using the appropriate amount of margin, you're using the appropriate part, the appropriate amounts of risk. And it might be an area in the future where we look at, you know, spend some more time in the future. Because at the moment, look, we do a lot of, you know, PEPE updates, we do low cap updates. We haven't fully explored the trading area. But having said that, if you do want to do trading and you are interested, or maybe you're an active trader already, make sure to go check out channel partner Bitify. Link will be in the description of this video. And if you are an active trader, you can also join into the Discord, where we only talk trading. So we're not talking low caps in the Discord, not new cryptos. We're only really talking about actually trading some of these big numbers, these big caps in the crypto market. That's what we're doing right there. But that's another one. You have to have a high skill level for these. But the good thing is, look, even if you don't have a high skill level, you can still improve your skills in the crypto market. So crypto is all about education. So the more you get educated, the more you're going to know. And I'm always trying to learn as well. So don't think I've got it all figured out. You know, I'm always trying to improve, learn more, get better as well. And I want to get better at, you know, this trading as well. That's going to be one of my goals personally. But you know, it's just a market you have to be, you know what you're doing basically in the crypto market. So there are 3 strategies you can do. I think they're going to be good cryptos. And in terms of, you know, when did the prices actually go up? What's going to, you know, trigger the prices to a new all-time high and things like that? What is the catalyst? What is the risks? So guys, let's reveal some of these catalysts and talk through them right now. So first thing you need to know is going to be, look, Fed rate cut QE. So this is going to be something that's going to be cooking in the background. So Trump has been absolutely itching for a Fed rate cut. I think when the Fed rate cut does come in, I think the crypto market, you know, that could be enough to really surge the crypto prices super high. So this is going to be something to watch out for in terms of catalysts. So Fed rate cut, when that comes in, you know, this is going to be something to pay attention to. So when Trump potentially appoints a new Fed chairman, you know, they do the meetings, that can be a big catalyst to watch out for our prices of, you know, the blue chips to go up right here. Another one as well, China, guys. So China, USA, you know, adversaries, but we want to see a deal done with that. I think that's going to be a very good macro catalyst to watch out for in the crypto market. And also, you know, I'd say overall global prosperity is also important as well. There is a lot of conflicts in the world. I actually think they're a drag on the global economy. So if there's more peace and things like that, I think that's going to be more bullish for peace. And but there are going to be some big, you know, macro catalysts to watch out for. But the big one probably is the Fed rate cuts and maybe China, USA. They're the big ones we can, you know, see the news break. And we'll have the news when that happens. We'll cover that in some videos. And I think, look, as always, look, when you're in the crypto market, understand, make the right decision for yourself. So not financial advice. Understand there's different risk levels. You've got to allocate your risk appropriately. And not financial advice. So just understand it's a risky market, know what you're doing, and I do hope you make a lot of money. Whatever route you go, whatever trading strategy you're trying to do in the crypto market. So look, everyone's different, everyone does their own thing. And but these are just 3 strategies I'm deploying right now. But having said that, you know, I also invest outside of crypto as well. So I do a lot of stuff. I do in crypto, outside of crypto. We don't really talk much about outside of crypto, but these are the things I do inside of crypto. And guys, that's a big update for the bull run. Hopefully you got some value out of this. Let me know in the comment section below. What is your strategy? What are you doing? Buying and holding big blue chips? Are you trying to trade low caps and new pre-sales and things like that? Make some quick profits off them? Or are you trying to do some trading as well, pick up some momentum, bullish patches, and you know, capitalizing some profits? Let me know in the comment section below, guys, what you're doing. But hopefully you got some value out of this. If you did, smash the like button. Again, you want to support the channel, sign up to Bitify. That's one way to support the channel. If you guys get value out of what I produce, the content I give you, do that in the crypto market, and you know, appreciate that. But guys, really appreciate you watching this video. Hopefully your crypto portfolio moons, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Crypto Zeus signing out.